Well, that's a bit of a mystery and a bit of a shock, really, when the High Court issued effectively a stay on the deportations until tomorrow, until it could hear arguments on both sides. So we had expected that not to be resolved until tomorrow morning at the very least. The Director General of Immigration said that all 1,086 Myanmar people who had been sent home had gone home willingly. He said there were no refugees, no Rohingya, no asylum seekers among them. And that really is at the crux of the issue. There's nothing really unusual about Malaysia deporting large numbers of foreign nationals who have overstayed their visas or committed crimes here. Last year it deported 40,000 foreigners, and the year before it was 60,000. The number only declined last year because of logistical problems due to the pandemic. Normally it would put them on airplanes to fly them home, or in the case of Indonesia, perhaps put them on ferries. I don't recall having heard of a country sending naval vessels to pick up its nationals before. But really the crux of the issue and the controversy here is the fact that it's Myanmar and the timing of this. Of course, with the military takeover having happened just a few weeks ago, there are concerns about the security situation there, about the situation that these people are returning to. But above all, the concerns revolve around whether any of these people are in fact asylum seekers or refugees. Out of some 180,000 refugees and asylum seekers in Malaysia, around 86% are from Myanmar. They're Rohingya, there are other non-Rohingya Muslims, Chin, Kachin, ethnic groups that have been involved in long-running insurgencies or conflicts with the central government whose safety is considered to be at risk. Now, Malaysia is not a signatory to the UN Convention on Refugees. It doesn't view them as refugees, it views them as basically illegal immigrants. However, it has generally respected the UN Refugee Agency, the UNHCR's identification cards that it gives to registered refugees and asylum seekers. The government is saying there were none of these people among this group that were being deported, the 1,200. The UNHCR, however, says it believes at least 6 were registered with it as asylum seekers. And the problem is that the UNHCR has not been allowed into the detention centers since August 19th, so it has no way to firsthand check and verify whether any of these people are in fact registered asylum seekers and refugees, and that's the crux of the issue here. Now, among the 1,086 were being reassured by the government, none of them were Rohingya, none of them were refugees or asylum seekers. But we assume that the court hearing will still go ahead tomorrow and that there will be an effort for the UNHCR to be able to verify the status of these remaining people who have yet to go home.